get into game number 1 here on Smashville. A very small stage. You don't see this in doubles too much, but starting off here makes a lot of sense, and wouldn't be surprised for either team to have started us here, because Wario, Pikachu, not the most range in the world. Rob loves this stage, and Aegis gets to control the whole dang thing. So all 4 of these characters, both these teams have a lot to love here, and I mean, with nowhere to run away, it's gonna be a scrappy game 1.
Oh yeah, I mean, this Smashville of all things, you know, fists are gonna meet in the middle of everywhere. You're gonna have no space to run, you gotta fight or survive. Either that, oh, what a way to go. Gluto just falling from the sky and falling with a 2 fairs over MkBigBoss trying to recover. That was a little bit of a, I mean, I don't know, maybe a cheeky move, but that was amazing awareness here from Gluto. And now trying to survive here on the ledge, but sadly survive now will be Enki. Oh, another jab, just barely surviving. Beautiful DI here from Gluto. Enki coming in the pot, immediately to bring out Leo. Make sure that Gluto can survive, but look at this. Now the tag team is on Enki. Your brother won. Oh my goodness. The stairway to heaven was almost real.
Beautiful stuff from both players. The switches have been on point, but it's been Leo and BigBoss's kill confirms that have set them apart. They've been so good at converting off of grab. Enki trying to find the edge guard, but just not able to. And now with both characters off stage, I love BigBoss, even though it cost him his stock for both players. I loved him delaying his recovery there to give Leo the extra recovery mix-up opportunities.
Effectively just going for it. Just playing Flame Nova, trying to get a big hit there over Gluto, but not a big follow-up here from BigBoss. Those uppers are doing some heavy lifting, I'm telling you. They are going one after another, and there we go. They've been doing this all day. BigBoss is the one who holds them, and then comes Leo and hits him with a big nasty F-mash. Big sick burn here from Pyra, and well, that's gonna be giving a lot of control. Gluto just barely. Oh, I saw you. You tried to save them. I mean, maybe people didn't notice, but I see you, Enki. I recognize it. Valiant effort.
Hey, Pikachu can make it back from absolutely anywhere, and in doubles, you gotta make good use of that. Unfortunately for Enki, though, only gonna be able to make use of that in the next game. Fully out of stocks as Gluto tries to do the impossible and make back a 4-stock-to-1 deficit here, getting held in place, and that throw-in vulnerability again. Rob's throw animations, up throw and down throw, are just so long, Vixie, and that down throw drill keeping you in place, it's perfect. But who cares how long Pyro's startup is when your teammate gets to just hold them there, they can't mash out because the throw animation's already happening, and that your teammate's invulnerable the whole way through. It's insane.
It's just the perfect combo, like I tell you. I mean, I think they're also just taking advantage there at the beach, you know, they're setting up the barbecue, just cooking every single person that comes into BigBoss's hands, and well, that's gonna be it. I mean, you gotta just hold it and try it. It's sounds kind of funny when you say it, and kinda like a nothing burger of advice, but like, the best way to not get in the situation is not getting the situation. Just don't get grabbed, the classic. Have you tried not getting grabbed?
I mean, hey, it's hard in a 2v1. Also, before we get into the next game, I just want to give shoutouts to BigBoss, who got a haircut recently, and it looks very clean.
Oh yeah, I mean, BigBoss' hairstyle is he's been rocking it for a good while, and I'm a big fan of it, I'm not gonna lie.
No, same here, as we trade one of our smallest stages for one of our largest, going from Smashville to Kalos. Enki and Glutonny wanting a lot more space to work with. If great stage in singles for Pikachu, in doubles here, it's less about those long lightning loops and up air bridges, and more instead about just having space to work with to slow down this pace of play, give yourself some room to get away from this unrelenting Aegis, and give yourself opportunity for more edge guards just like that.
And I saw Enki trying to get for that fair, trying to get an extra hit there, but sadly the one losing the stock is gonna be Gluto. That backer from BigBoss is gonna be massive and deadly. And still, the yellow team is not falling. I was gonna say don't falling that far behind, and then just see the outmatch from BigBoss. I cannot say a word without something happening, but yeah, the French are already here trying to even things out. One more or 2 hits on MkLeo could do it, and this could be an even game.
Yeah, and I mean, Gluto taking the fight in this 1v1 against his friend, this much larger space, allows for that ISO-based gameplay that Gluto and Enki have kind of been relying for. They're looking a lot for these 1v1s, utilizing some very fluid switches, whereas BigBoss and Leo are opting a lot more to be a lot more comfortable trying to force 2v1 situations, trying to force really good team combo situations and bait someone out. They're able to close, unfortunately not working in their favor, but they set up the situation they want, and Gluto just managed to fight his way out of it. And the bike putting in extra work as well. Gluto is really making this a 3v2, really making that bike a whole nother character right now.
There we go. That was a nice footstool from Gluto. Nice, turning the situation now again as an even game. Like I'm sadly they're playing from behind. They're the ones usually that have to make the work to even things out. But I mean, at least they're not letting up, and that's something I would like to bring attention, because you just make some adjustments and boom, now you're in the lead. Right now, the Mexican team is now on their last stock. Enki surviving, you good DI, and also Carlos being a big factor here. But with 180%, Enki's gonna have to play very safely. Cannot risk going in all the way as Pikachu usually does.
And that's been a huge strategy on Leo and BigBoss, right? It has been ISOing and targeting down Enki, saying, hey, you might be a really good doubles player, you have to be to make it this far, but we want to put you in as awkward a situation as possible, force Gluto, as good of a singles player as he is, into these 2v1s against us, because I mean, it's hard when you're Wario, right? These are not good matchups for this character, and having to fight them both at once is terrifying. And Leo trying to set BigBoss up for the alley-oop, not able to do it. Gluto just so evasive, and somehow still able to make it. I don't understand, Vixie. He's unhittable sometimes off stage.
Oh, yep, he knows how. I mean, he might be a big boy, but he knows how to move like a snake. Being really hard to hit. Nice recovery. You're going for the nair, but 3-hit jab, still surviving. Nice. Those muscles put in a good work. Another one. The Stellar move. Nah, no, not even the Stallion is gonna save you here.
I was gonna say, if Gluto won that game, I'd make Hummingbee proud with the pop-off I was about to have, because it would have been something truly otherworldly, something truly extra-dimensional, if you will. But instead, it's just going to be Leo and BigBoss going up 2-0, wanting that run back against Spargo and Chag. Arguably the two best active doubles teams in the world right now, right? Spargo, Chag, and Leo, BigBoss. Notably, right, Light and Mars. Mars not active as much recently, so those two haven't been teaming. And so just haven't, kind of let that reign of terror slip by them just a tad. Going into Game 3 now, the question is, can BigBoss and Enki bring it back, or are we going to have a rematch of winners finals on our hand, Vixie? Well, we're about to find out.
I feel like Glutonny has to make some good work here, because I guess there's not much to do when you get a combo like this. Another one, the whole Stairway to Heaven, that was dirty. This is the team synergy you are looking for in doubles, and I mean, it only took us, what, 4 years into the meta? But we finally got these deadly combos going in, and this is not only character per character, this is now 100% between the players' coordination.
How did Enki survive that? My golly gee. Finding the edge all the way back from the blast zone into the edge guard attempt, not able to close it out just yet. Going high, going low, 7 ways to Sunday, trying to keep Leo away from the stage, but he is inevitable and not one to be deterred. Finds his way back, and again putting himself in a position for a stock. He is so good at utilizing every tool in his kit to give himself the most opportunities to make his way back as possible, and Enki had the stock on Leo, but edge guard gone wrong later. One extra hit to attempt to close it out, and Leo turns it into staying alive. Still, he just is unkillable on this glass cannon.
Not even the pick off is gonna do it, but the Rumble Smash is gonna take the stock. Enki down 1. Still 3 stocks in the yellow team. A big disadvantage here now. And I just want to talk about that edge guard situation, like you said. Leo somehow surviving, but it was actually BigBoss being able to hit Leo in the right moment and allowing the side B from Mitra to save Leo here, and still surviving no matter how many backers you get. Finally, a call out there with the coach is gonna do it. Oh goodness!
Wow, finally doing it. That aerial dash attack coming in clutch when you need it most. Gluto trying to lob the alley-oop, but hey, my friend, BigBoss not on your team, so that one not gonna do all too much. trying to find the 1v1 ISOs, but Leo holding stage control allows him to option off, get Big Boss out of disadvantage for a second, allow them to reset, and force Enki and Gluto to kind of just get on each other's toes just a little bit. They're kind of tripping over each other sometimes here, getting really pushed back into each other by the way a Big Boss and Leo are controlling stage. And even now, right, they're both, with Leo and Big Boss Force both off stage, you got Gluto and Leo, Gluto and Enki really trying to maintain this advantage state, but they're just not able to maintain these edge guards. The second that one of Leo and Big Boss comes back down, they are able to reset the situation and find stocks for it. They're making headway into this deficit, but Vixie, a lot of work left to be done.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely with 90-something, 100-something damage already in, it's gonna be very hard. Also, Big Boss trying to make a little bit of a disturbance there, using the down smash, but still of getting the KO on Enki. He's gonna get a KO on MkLeo. Now, finally, the French dimension can say they have an advantage. Maybe we could get a set finally, but we still gotta work into that last stocks. And oh goodness, no, not like this. I meant last stocks from the red team, not from the yellow team. This is a terrible spot here for the French, and now Enki has to battle, has to take on two opponents versus one little rat. This is gonna be quite the hard stuff because she's very capable, but versus these two, I don't know.
And I see Enki, right, playing for the win conditions. You recognize that your goal is to try and get Leo off stage, find that early stock. It's not even that you'd rather fight Big Boss in a 1v1, although I'm sure most of us would, right? It's that you just have a much more exploitable recovery from Leo, from this Aegis to deal with most of the time. Enki has had valiant DI, surviving longer than many of us would be able to this entire time through, but just hasn't been able to close it out. It's so hard in a 2v1. This is the opportunity, though. Can you keep the pressure going? Opting to just reset for stage control instead, but you're gonna get surrounded. Beautiful throw timings, but it's gonna be Leo just too clean with it, finding the up air, closing it out, and booking that rematch, because Vixie, they are not done with this bracket yet.
Not at all. I mean, that was a beautiful attempt here from the French team. They're trying to survive. That's gonna be a beautiful third place finish for them. They're gonna have to enjoy, at least taste a little bit of the bronze here. But for now, like you said, it's gonna be a rematch